Hi everyone. So I made this video during the market hours and जब तक मैंने वीडियो बनाना खत्म किया, green panel had already given like a 6-7% run up today. I will speak about green panel and I will speak about another good stock. Now this is not a recommendation that you go and buy this stock because मैंने green panel भी करीब एक साल पहले ऐड करा था. Now it has started to give a run up because home decor industry is running now. So I'll help you understand that investment thesis and मैं एक micro cap के बारे में भी बात करूँगा. Please take it as a research. Please do not consider it as a recommendation. This is the simple point that I can say. So on another note, since I have your attention, I am doing a Mumbai investment summit जहाँ पे you can go and meet a lot of investors also. I had done a similar summit in Hyderabad, which was attended by roughly 200 investors. So I am running a similar summit in Mumbai. You'll get to network, you will understand about real estate investing, stock investing, other forms of investing, construction of your portfolio. So definitely go and check it out. The feedback has been excellent about this summit and I plan on doing several more across different cities in India. Thank you so much and over to the main video. Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. So on today's video, I'm going to speak about home decor stocks. Now, I feel that this segment is likely where money is going to be rotated. So I'm going to help you understand that thesis. I'm going to speak about some stocks. For example, Asian Paints is also ramping up its service. Asian Paints has been stuck in a certain range for the last couple of years. So it might give a bounce back. I'll help you understand that thesis. Now, Asian Paints type के stock तो बहुत common होते हैं, right? And everyone is noticing them. But there are a bunch of other small cap stocks in this segment, which I will touch upon. Please note that this is not a recommendation. It's not as if that I'm buying these stocks. I'm just bringing these stocks in our conversation so that you understand this space well. This is under no circumstances a recommendation कि आप जाके खरीद लो, बेच दो and all that stuff. Okay, so let's go point by point. And point number one that we need to understand is that why home decor theme could give a run up. So basically home decor is connected to what? Home decor is connected to real estate. Now in the last 1.5-2 years, real estate has given a very good run up. In fact, I have been speaking about real estate on my member community. अगर आपने 1-1.5 साल पहले join करी होती, तो at that point in time I had explained about stock like Godrej Properties. I had spoken about India Bulls Real Estate. That stock is still with me. It has given very good run up. इसमें मैंने video भी बनाया था, right? And since then it has gone up by almost 100-150%. Very, very good run up. On top of that, stocks like Aavas Financiers. अगर मैं आपको दिखाऊं in the last 6 months, so check this chart here. You yourself will see that the stock has given very good run up again. All these are connected to what? All these are connected to real estate. For example, Godrej Properties is what, right? Their job is to build properties and sell it. What about Aavas? Aavas, again, the job of Aavas is home loan financing for mid and low tier segment houses. Now both these stocks have run up. Not only this, even if you have not invested in stocks, you yourself would have noticed कि last 2-3 साल में the property prices have gone up like crazy, right? Now, ultimately, you might think कि अच्छा I have missed a rally in these real estate stocks, and that is right. But होता क्या है? If you think about the supply chain of real estate, literally there are 4 or 5 key steps. The first step is that the builders or anyone constructing property procures the land. Then they construct, right? Then third step is that they pre-sell, right? They are pre-selling properties. Fourth is handover. तो अभी चल क्या रहा है? अभी we are somewhere in this stage. Once we migrate from this stage S1 to S2, what do you think is going to happen? Well, when people are getting handover of their properties, what they might do? और जब complete कर दिया builder ने, तो हो सकता है कि they give you the possession with furnishings. पेंट करा के अच्छा एंड ऑल दैट स्टफ या दे माइट गिव यू लाइक रॉ फिनिश वाइट फिनिश इसको बोलते हैं देन आप अपना पेंट कराओ इंटीरियर डेकोरेटर हायर करो एंड देन यू डू समथिंग होम डेकोर आप डाइनिंग टेबल वगैरह जाके खरीदोगे बाकी फर्नीचर खरीदोगे अलमारियां वगैरह बनवाओगे सो दैट इज कॉल्ड एज होम डेकोर. In fact, Asian Paints is also creating a sub-segment or sub-category in this domain and they are focusing a lot on this home decor market. This is likely to pick up and इसमें there is a good chance that sector rotation can happen. So stock market में हमेशा sector rotation होता है. For example, last 2-3 साल में क्या था? PSU stocks ने बहुत तगड़ी रैली दी है, right? सब ने, right? I mean, चाहे बैंक्स देख लो, चाहे आप किसी भी तरीके के डिफेंस स्टॉक्स देख लो, वगैरह वगैरह. So the money was rotating into this sector. Now इसके बाद क्या हो सकता है? इसके बाद भाई हो ही सकता है कि दिस वाज लाइक पब्लिक सेक्टर स्पेंडिंग थीम, राइट? अब यहाँ से क्या होगा? द चांसेस आर दैट जो प्राइवेट सेक्टर स्पेंडिंग थीम वाले बिजनेसेस होंगे मे बी मनी विल गेट रोटेटेड देयर. दिस इज द फर्स्ट की कॉन्सेप्ट. द सेकंड की कॉन्सेप्ट इज जब इंटरेस्ट रेट कटते हैं तब होता क्या है? तब प्राइवेट कंजम्पशन गोज अप. प्राइवेट कंजम्पशन एंड प्राइवेट कंजम्पशन किन चीज़ों में होता है? नई गाड़ी, नए घोड़े, नई डाइनिंग टेबल, नई AC, फ्रिज, ये सब. You check consumer durables. This was a theme that I was speaking about. जैसे Voltas and Whirlpool were two of my important picks. उसमें भी बहुत तगड़ा रनअप हुआ है in the last 6-7 months. And this was the exact topic that I was covering कि यार देखो sector rotation in consumer durables is likely to happen. So वही हुआ and अब अच्छे खासे रनअप हो चुके हैं अब stocks में. Now the market is at an all-time high. So we cannot guarantee कि यार home decor में ना एकदम से रनअप आ जाएगा. But this is a good candidate where sector rotation can happen. So this is the spirit with which I'm telling you about this industry. I hope the logic makes sense that hey, we are currently in this stage. As we progress from this stage to this stage, this is when home decor type of stocks can give very good run up, and this includes Asian Paints. Now the thing is that Asian Paints type के stocks दुनिया भर में follow होते हैं, right? So it's not as if that we will be able to figure out some alpha. Now if you are looking for 2x, 3x category of stocks, then you have to go to mid cap, small cap, micro cap category. Again, not a push. भाई आपको जो pick करना है कर लो. Asian Paints is also likely to go up whenever the home decor market starts rebounding. But on this video, I'm going to give you a little bit more clarity about other type of stocks, and उसमें मैं एक दो case studies भी pick कर लूँगा. So the first case study is of a company called as Green Panel. I already have that in my portfolio. पहले से खरीदा था. बहुत ज़्यादा बड़ा नहीं है. But again, this is one of the leading MDF, medium density fiber board players. Now what is MDF? So basically, you understand it in this way that in our grandfather's time or grandmother's time, the furniture that they used to make was made of authentic wood, rosewood, walnut wood, whatever wood, right? And they used to last for 200 odd years, right? But now the furniture that is made, that is IKEA type furniture. And वो दिखने में बहुत अच्छा होता है, bohemian interiors and what not, but वो ऐसे हल्का furniture होता है. That is MDF type of furniture. बीच में एक phase आया था where plywood पे बहुत बनता था, but अब now MDF is going to eat into the market share. This is what studies also tell us. So let me quickly present some data for you. So ये MDF industry की growth रही, आप देख सकते हो कि 13 CR से ये हो जाएगी 100 CR by 2027. This is expected. MDF share is growing everywhere in the world, including that in India. And by 2030, it is expected that approximately the world market share will be close to 50%, and India में that market share will be close to 10%. ये आपको अभी कम दिख रहा होगा because this India is slightly more unorganized, and unorganized sector में plywood ज़्यादा होता है compared to MDF. Okay, and इससे बनता क्या है? And इस तरीके के IKEA type के furnitures, right? So this is point one. And अभी हालत क्या है कि for example take a look at this chart. Plywood market share कि अभी unorganized का 75% and organized का is 25. So unorganized वाले करते हैं plywood वाला काम. Green Panel हो गई, another company called as Rushil Decor. It does organized काम, right? In what? In MDF. So with the growth of MDF, it is likely that these companies like Green Panel and Rushil Decors are likely to do well. I had already made a video on Green Panel earlier. So on this video, I'm going to quickly focus and give you some pointers about Rushil Decor. And वही same principles use करके you can go and analyze other type of decor stocks. The idea for me is to teach you how to do industry analysis and stock analysis. So industry analysis फटाफट कर लिया. I hope that you guys got a picture. Now there is an interesting point that I want to make about Rushil Decor. So अगर आप इसके financials पे जाओगे तो what you will notice first thing is that this is only a 927 crore market cap company. Now this has two implications. The first implication is कि देखो यार this is almost a micro cap type of a company, बहुत छोटी कंपनी है. So from 1000 crores to 2000 crores जाना बहुत बड़ी बात नहीं होती. So the stock can double from this point. This is point one. This also means that because it is a micro cap, the risk is high, right? So this is the most important point that you need to remember कि भाई आपको 2x, 3x stocks you will not get if you buy like consistent compounder type of stocks. And again, if you are a beginner investor, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि all your portfolio is geared towards like micro cap only. But इसमें what you can do is that you can do like VC based investing कि भाई instead of like just picking one of these type of companies, split your money in micro caps into 6-7 good stocks. उसमें से अगर दो भी चल गए तो then they make so much money that they recover the losses that might happen due to downturn in your other stocks. So this is the investment style in like micro caps. Just wanted to explain that before I move further. वरना लोग बहुत excited हो जाते हैं and HDFC बैंक के टाइप के stocks बेच बाच के you will get into micro caps. So please don't do that. Okay. Now here what you will notice is, and this is where the arbitrage is, आप यहाँ पे देखोगे that for example if you study the profit and loss number, आपको पता चलेगा कि यार देखो कंपनी वॉज डूइंग वेल राइट एंड इट वॉज ग्रोइंग इट्स रेवेन्यूज everything, and then suddenly between like March 2023 2024 में revenue stagnate कर गए and the profits fell right from 78 crores to 43 crores, and यहाँ पे आप देखोगे कि profit has gone down by 44%, and इसलिए थोड़ा सा पैनिक आ गया इस चीज़ में राइट. अब एक्चुअली इफ यू गो एंड फाइंड आउट द डिटेल्स व्हाई दिस हैज हैपेंड, यू विल सी द आंसर राइट, एंड द आंसर लाइज इन कॉन्फ्रेंस कॉल. सो फॉर एग्जांपल यहाँ पे इनके जो मैनेजमेंट था उनसे कॉन्फ्रेंस कॉल में ये सवाल किया गया था ऑन May 9th 2024 एंड इसमें दे हैव प्रोवाइडेड एन एंटायर एक्सप्लेनेशन. सो आई विल जस्ट प्रेजेंट इट इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू एंड दिस कॉन कॉल रिपोर्ट यू कैन डायरेक्टली गो डाउनलोड इट, रीड इट योर सेल्फ. सो यहाँ पे क्या किया हुआ है, इनने बताया हुआ है कि देखो आर EBITDA फॉर द क्वार्टर स्टूड एट 29 crores, राइट, एज अगेंस्ट 28 crores. आर पैट फॉर द क्वार्टर वॉज 9 crore एज अगेंस्ट 13 crores. कि 23 में Q4 में हमारे 13 crores थे, नाउ इट इज एट 9 crore. गिर क्यों गए भाई? अच्छा तो क्यों? बिकॉज आई वुड लाइक टू मेंशन दैट ₹9 crore इज द फिगर विच हैज बीन रिफ्लेक्टेड इन P&L. हाउएवर इन करंट टैक्स include short provisioning of income tax earlier year, that is this. So जो basically income tax provisioning की वजह से their profit has fallen. So this is what many people are not understanding. This is the explanation that they have given. अब आपकी जिम्मेदारी है, you go and analyze it further, understand whether this is correct explanation or not. But what they have done is that they have categorically explained why the profit numbers have shrunk, and this is mostly due to accounting issue. दिस इज पॉइंट 1. पॉइंट 2, अब आप बोलोगे कि अच्छा यार ये तो माइक्रो कैप कंपनी है, राइट, एंड इज इट ग्रोइंग, इज इट नॉट ग्रोइंग, इज इट इन्वेस्टिंग इन ग्रोइंग इट्स कैपेसिटी? सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ यू गो ऑन बैलेंस शीट, लुक एट फिक्स्ड एसेट्स, यू विल सी दैट द कंपनी हैज नाउ क्रिएटेड इट्स हाइस्ट एवर फिक्स्ड एसेट्स. सो दे आर टाइमिंग द मार्केट ऑल्सो रियली वेल कि अगर उनको लग रहा है कि यार उनके प्री ऑर्डर्स आएंगे, अच्छे क्लाइंटों से ऑर्डर आएंगे, देन दे शुड बी एबल टू फुलफिल दैट वेन एवर द डिमांड हिट्स. ओके, सो ऑन दैट नोट व्हाट यू शुड डू इज दैट यू शुड डू अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ एनालिसिस ऑफ वेयर Rushil Decor actually makes its money from, and this is a good chart to understand. So here you can see product wise breakup. So majority of the money that Rushil Decor currently makes is from MDF business, जिसके बारे में मैंने आपको अभी बताया था. Almost 75% of it comes and almost 80% of this business comes from India. So this becomes the first and the most important product line for the company. So इसका अगर MDF market आगे चल के grow करेगा, then the chances are that Rushil Decor will also grow with it. In fact, it can grow really fast because it is a micro cap company or almost a micro cap company. Now, in terms of capacity expansion, there was a very good guidance that was given by the company. Again, this data you can find on ConCall, and आप यहाँ से पढ़ सकते हो चीज़ कि in 2025 they want to expand their overall production capabilities. उसके लिए उन्होंने capacity expansion already कर रखा है. एंड नाउ यार कंपनीज बेसिकली क्या करती हैं कि वो फालतू तो बढ़ा नहीं लेती कैपेसिटी इफ़ दे आर क्वाइट श्योर, अब गारंटीड तो कुछ भी नहीं होता, इफ़ दे आर क्वाइट सर्टन दैट दे विल बी एबल टू फुलफिल दी ऑर्डर्स, देन ओनली दे एक्सपैंड देयर कैपेसिटीज. ये पूरी मार्केट स्टडी करी जाती है कंपनी की तरफ से. सो देयर फॉर द चांसेज आर दैट दे विल एक्चुअली दिस एनहांस्ड कैपेसिटी विल स्टार्ट रिफ्लेक्टिंग इन टू रिजल्ट्स इन द नेक्स्ट 2 to 3 quarters most likely. So this is an important point that you must understand. On top of this, what you need to know about the company is that like Green Panel, Rushil Decor struggled on two fronts. Number one, in MDF or medium density fiberboard business, there is a lot of competition from unorganized player. But earlier I had explained it to you that this unorganized player competition comes from where? It comes from the plywood manufacturers, so to say. On top of this, what had happened in the last 1.5-2 years is that Chinese have brought in their own set of MDF products into the market. Now that is a sign of worry, and that was one of the key issues or challenges even I was facing with Green Panel. But फिर इसका आंसर काफ़ी अच्छा इन्होंने यहाँ पे दिया हुआ है. This you can go and check. This is a slightly technical answer. This has to do with the specification of MDF that is manufactured, कि कितने मिलीमीटर का MDF आता है Rushil Decor की तरफ से and from Chinese suppliers. And when it comes to this specific advantage, इन लोगों ने यहाँ पे आके बात करी हुई है. So please stop the video and you can read the explanation given by their management. So this looks like a plausible answer because we keep on scouting for stocks जहाँ पे इंडिया में manufacturing अच्छी हो जाए. But the challenge that India typically faces is that our technology is not that enhanced to begin with, and वो technology ज़्यादा कहाँ लगती है? It applies to high-end products. Honestly, MDF manufacturing, it does not require very high-end technicality, so to say. This is not a high-end or super high-end type of product कि भाई आप chip making कर रहे हो and all that stuff. So यहाँ पे Indian manufacturers can actually win. So this is my hypothesis. Of course, I can be wrong, but I am presenting you raw information so that you can think for yourself. So now quickly helping you understand the different peers Rushil Decor competes with. This chart can help you understand more. So basically, I am betting on the MDF market and I am picking the two top players. So for example, Rushil Decor is one, right? You can see that MDF business इनका 75-76% आता है टोटल रेवेन्यूज का, एंड ग्रीन पैनल का ऑलमोस्ट 91% आता है, राइट. सो इफ यू हैव टू स्प्लिट, राइट, एंड डाइवर्सिफाई, दीज कुड बी अ पोटेंशियल ऑप्शंस. जो ग्रीन प्लाई है उनका क्या है? उनका प्लाईवुड का है. सो इफ यू फील दैट यू नो व्हाट, plywood business is going to grow in the future, then you can remain invested in green ply or probably buy more green ply and all that. But I'm just giving you the different perspectives. जो भी आपको perspective ठीक लगे, if you feel कि यार MDF ज़्यादा grow करेगा versus plywood, then probably picking like Rushil Decor or green panel industries might make more sense. On the flip side, if you feel कि यार unorganized sector ही रहेगा, जो plywood है, that is only going to go, so इसका market leader pick कर लेते हैं, then green ply might be a better bet. Now another healthy sign for the business is that if you take a look at the borrowings, right? So जैसे borrowings इनकी 2020 तक ऊपर गई थी, बिकॉज एक्चुअली होता है क्या है जो माइक्रो कैप, मिड कैप, स्मॉल कैप कंपनीज होती हैं उनमें तो डेट टू इक्विटी रेशियो ज़्यादा होता ही है, राइट? आई मीन एंड मेजॉरिटी ऑफ देम द रीजन इज कि स्मॉल कंपनीज रिक्वायर कैपिटल एंड उनका कैपिटल मैनेजमेंट खुद का इट्स टेकिंग टाइम टू फिगर आउट, सो दे बोरो मनी. आप तो खुद ही सोच के देखो, इफ यू आर पुटिंग अ स्टार्टअप एंड इफ यू हैव नो मनी, व्हाट विल यू डू? यू विल गो एंड बोरो मनी और यू विल डाइल्यूट इक्विटी. सो बोरोइंग तो उन पर ज़्यादा रहती है, राइट, टिपिकली स्पीकिंग कंपेयर टू अ लार्ज कैप. बट नाउ उनने अब क्या किया कि अब आप देखोगे कि इनकी डेट हैज़ बीन कॉन्स्टेंटली गोइंग डाउन. So this becomes like a good turnaround, so to say. Now these were all positives. Now let me explain some of the negatives. So the first key negative कि देखो अभी भी debt is high. So this is 296. This is high. That's point one. Point two, real estate has a fairly long cycle. इसमें 4 से 8 साल की साइकिल भी हो सकती है. So maybe it will take 1-2 more years for the real estate cycle to peak, and after that then the decor market might come into the fray and then the money starts rotating into that sector. So this is the second key problem. Third, China angle, it is always uncertain. Chinese companies are really hard to predict to what extent they can flood the market. So that is always a challenge. So these are 3 big risks that is with the stock. So hopefully this particular video gave you an understanding of why the home decor market can go up. What are the major players, which theme you can pick, and accordingly now you can structure your analysis and make some positions. Again, as an outro, I'm categorically telling you this is not a recommendation video. I picked these companies to give you an understanding. Now in case you are interested in learning about stock markets from scratch fundamentally, where everything will be taught to you from scratch, you could consider joining my courses. In fact, I'm doing a Mumbai based workshop, which is an in-person workshop where I will teach a lot about stock markets, real estate, other forms of investing, and it can help you structure your portfolio well. So check out the links in the description and comment box.